Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's Mystic Moonstone Angel Card reading. I do apologise for us not having one last week. We was kind of running around trying with work commitments and everything to get everything sorted. But we're here this week, and the duration for this reading is the 23rd of March through to the 29th. Okay, so let's have a look and see what the cards have in store for us this week. Interesting times, eh? Okay. Archangel Gabriel, we have the card of art is coming in. That's the first card. Archangel Gabriel is the angel of communication, so for a lot of you that will mean communication. And in a time when a lot of us are on isolation, are on lockdown, that communication is so important. But it's also important to communicate from the inner self. So where the artist card comes up, I almost feel like it's about connecting with your inner self, your creativity. Bring out what's on the inside, get it down on paper, see what comes out, let that creativity flow. Even if it's just doodling, sometimes when we have worries and things, we start to doodle, things start to come out, and it helps us just to sort of to be able to connect with what's going on, okay, and make sense of things. So let's have a look and see what the card of influence is. It's lovely bright sunshine today, absolutely glorious. We have the Angel of Emergence. It's time for the real you to emerge. So those budding artists, like I was saying, everybody can draw. It's just what happens is we compare ourselves with others. And you can always find somebody who can draw better than you. You can always find somebody who can paint better than you. And sometimes I think it's that kind of case of procrastinating, of saying, I can't do that, I can't draw a stick man. I've heard this so many times. So I'm not going to do anything. But, sometimes it's really good for you. And when you sort of sit there and you're kind of drawing something or you're creating something, it's like a form of meditation. And it's really hard to be kind of anxious when you're doing something like that. So, so if you can't draw, fine, don't worry, don't draw. Just get some paint and splodge it around a page, or as I said, like doodle, or there's so many creative things you can do that will just take your mind off the fact that you're just sitting indoors and kind of give you that kind of something to do. And for those of you who are still out and about, again, sometimes when you are somewhere and you're stressed, it's just really nice just to doodle. My teachers always told me off for doodling over everything, but I always have. I've always been a great doodler, and I just think it really helps to get anxiety from in there out. It's like releasing something, it's like releasing that energy. Okay, we have Archangel Israfel. They're telling us how to look after ourselves this week. Midweek, we've got music. And, music is a cure for so many things, especially anxiety. If you've got pent up energy, put on some music, have a dance. If you don't feel like dancing, then put on some music that reminds you of happier times or makes you connect with something that uplifts you, something that gives you that joy. And Archangel Israfel is always around. Maybe you feel like singing, sing. So I actually feel the cards that are coming in this week are more about, come on, let's get that energy up, let's get that movement going, none of us human beings are designed to hide away under a stone. That's just not us, okay? And the more you do that, then the more down you feel. So just do something that kind of gets the old energy flowing. Okay, I have the card of intuition has come out there. That's interesting. So for some of you, when I think of music and intuition, I think of one thing straight away. I think of meditation. I think of putting on some angelic music and sitting there and listening to what my intuition brings in. Okay, connecting with our angels. What a great time to actually really connect with our angels. What a great time to really kind of, because over the years I've spoken to so many people who want to develop. So many people who want to go that little bit further. And they say, but it's like juggling it with my daytime job. How, But you have time now. You have time, you know, because even if you're working from home, and you are still working from home, and people kind of have this idea, and somebody who's worked from home for years, I'll tell you it's not. But people have this idea that if you work from home, you're really not working. You know, you can watch daytime television, but you haven't. If you've got a certain amount of work to do, you've still got to get through it. You've still got to get it done, and you have to find the discipline to get it done, and that can be really difficult. So it's getting that routine. Once you've got that routine, then kind of things fall into place. But working at home, the advantage is you save time. You save time travelling. You save time, I don't know, needing to go out to get your lunch, you know, because it's just there, it's on hand. So there is that little bit of spare time that you can then put into writing, drawing, dancing, exercise, anything that you want to do that is actually better than sitting in your car stuck in a traffic jam or sat on a bus or a train. Okay, so that's the things to think about. Now, let's go to the end of the week. And here in the UK, the clocks spring forward, don't they, next week? So that's something that, you know, without turning a card, I can predict. That will happen on that Sunday. I think I've got the wrong pile, haven't I? Put that down for a minute. Oh, what is it with me? I mean, you're lucky today that I got dressed. I was thinking about just staying in my pyjamas and doing this video. I'm quite liking this kind of staying indoors and just being able to relax and chill. You know, there are some advantages to it. Okay, I've got Archangel Azrael and I've got the card of completion. Archangel Azrael is the angel of endings, but I don't feel that I'm predicting any great ending this week, end to the current situation or anything like that. But there's a lovely gold star on there. And when Archangel Azrael comes up, he comes in as the counsellor. So it may be that you're completing a period of self-isolation. It may be that you've decided to do something and you're completing it. Maybe you've been doing some courses. Maybe you've taken what the card said at the beginning of the week. You've done some artwork and you've got it finished at the end of the week. And you're really proud and you're thinking, I'm going to do more. You know, some of you might decide to do things like art journaling. You know, that is something I would really like to get into. You know, there's some fantastic work out there. Absolutely fantastic. So worth looking at all those things. Okay, we have the angel of new life. A new and exciting chapter in your life is about to unfold. How, when you're stuck indoors, I hear you all say. But as I'm saying, you know, this is about, you know, new chapters come from within us. They don't come from outside. And so many people find themselves trapped on the hamster wheel that they can't get off of. And in a way, you have this advantage, you have this situation now, unless you're one of the ones really working at sort of, I don't know, the forefront of everything. If you're working at, you know, NHS workers, things like that, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of hard work for you guys. And, you know, my heart goes out to you. But the rest that are kind of hiding out on the couch, you know, it's a time to really connect with yourselves, with your own inner chapters. You know, write those stories that you've been saying to yourself, if only I had more time, I would do. Paint those pictures, start those hobbies, you know. You know, there's loads of things you can still order online that, you know, that you can do if you want to do something to do with arts and all that stuff. All that stuff hasn't run out. You know, maybe think about cooking. You know, there's so many different things to think about, you know. You know, you might want to try belly dancing. We was talking about music earlier. You know, you go online and you Google it. There's loads of belly dancing sort of lessons and things. Okay, so think about what comes in and think about what feels right for you. Okay, but really start that new chapter, and you know, you may find that what this is actually an end of is the mundaneness that you allowed yourself to sink into. And now you're going to get to a stage where you're going to start to appreciate things more. You can start to look forward to things that will come back. Life will return. You know, there's been pandemics in the past and we've still carried on, okay? As a race, we carry on. You know, so things will return to normal. But it would be nice if some of us could return to normal with some new gifts, some new chapters, really knowing ourselves. And I think this is an opportunity that won't come around again. So grasp it while you can, you know, make the most of it, bring out the positive, and we'll grow, all of us together. Okay, I've started just like a chat group at the moment. I haven't really put any direction into it. It's just so if you're on your own and you feel a little bit like, oh, you know, and you feel like you're just talking to the same old friends and you want to talk to somebody new, then there is a group that I have that's connected with Mystic Moonstone. Just send me a line and I will add you to that group, no problem. You know, and we probably will be taking direction in that. I want to start doing more interactive stuff on page. I did the crystal one this week. I'm going to do more and more of that as time goes on, as I get into a little bit more routine, because for me nothing's really changed because I do work from home, so I'm trying to sort of bring in more time to give to others, to be honest. That's what I'm trying to do at the moment. So as I kind of get that organised, and also I've got like a child at home now that I wouldn't normally have. You wouldn't like me calling him a child, he's a young man. You know, but we will get things sorted out. Okay, just do a very quick recap because Mel's going to moan at me for waffling. We have Archangel Gabriel, so communication. Communication is key. Keep communicating with your loved ones, whether it's FaceTiming, whether it's Skype, whether it's sending messages, you know. And even if you think you're being a pain for communicating, you're not. Because, you know, sometimes, you know, your loved ones just want to know you're okay. You know, so just even a hiya and a happy face is a great communication at the moment. Time, the angel of emergence. It's time for the real you to emerge. What is it that's inside you that you want to get out? What is it that you want to sort of really connect with during this time? Archangel Israfel, the angel of music. Music can help you to relax. Music can help you to meditate. Music can help you to dance. You know, music is important, and it's in abundance. You know, there's so many ways now to connect in with music. Okay. Bring it in, you know, let that music flow, get the energy flowing, you know. We don't want to be sitting here in gloom, you know, nobody wants that, especially when it's like spring-like outside. Oh, thank you. Then we have, then we have the intuition card. Brilliant time, you know, if you're thinking about sort of just kind of connecting with your intuition, maybe building on past experiences, maybe doing some research into intuition, spiritual pursuits. You know, this is the time to really kind of think about it. Archangel Azrael, the end of the week. For some, there'll be a completion in some ways. There's a lovely gold star on there, so I always feel this card is really positive. Completion is about completing something. You know, getting something sorted, getting to the end of a situation. One thing and another, so watch out where those completions come in. But you also have the angel of new life, an exciting new chapter. Now when you think about it, you have to complete one chapter before you can start the next. So I really feel those cards are going together, and it's like going on to that next phase, going on to that next stage. You know, maybe you'll be so good at this kind of self-isolation, or the way your life has changed, and everybody's life has changed, let's be honest. I mean, even if you are still going to work, you might have gone to work and come home and gone to the pub. You haven't got that time now. You know, because the pubs aren't there, sort of thing. So, you know, so it's about finding something else to put into that time. And maybe what the completion is for you is that, you know, you've completed that stage of rebelling against it, thinking, no, this isn't right for me. And you've actually started, and you've started to move forward, and you've started to find something that's positive for you. So you've already started on your new chapter as we get to next weekend. I think I've done. I've exhausted her. It's lovely to connect with you all. I will carry on connecting with you, and I will try, as I said, to do more. And from now on, I'm going to say love and laughter to you all, because I really think laughter is important, and I think it's the best medicine. So, you know, so please share anything with me, or to page that you think is funny or that could help others. As I said, if you want to be part of that group, let me know. And, you know, I really would love some jokers on that group, because I really would love to get that kind of laughter flowing, and just people just to start feeling a little bit more upliftment instead of all the gloom. Okay, so let's all try and uplift each other. Let's all be together. Let's all support one another. Let's keep that energy positive, because, you know, disease is like being at dis-ease, okay? And the more you are glum, the more your energy's low, the more your immunity goes low. So, you know, it's really important, you know, the more positive you can be, you know, the more your body has a chance to actually protect itself, you know. You know, I'm not saying it's ultimate protection, I won't say that, but it's there and it helps, okay. And it's that positive attitude, you know, when you see survivors of anything, it's always the ones with that positive attitude. So let's help each other. Let's make positivity contagious on this page. Let's really put it out there, because this is the time that we really, really need it. Okay, and you know, I mean, daffodils to me are a symbolic of regrowth, of transformation. You know, they come out each year, don't they? And they remind us that the sunshine is just around the corner. And you know, and that is the stage where we're at. You know, there is hope, and things are going to be good again. Okay, so let's all stick together. Love and laughter to you all. Bye.